All right, Carter, now we're going to take a look at your breaststroke from the underwater view on the side. Okay, getting into a good streamline here. Like to see the arms and the feet a little more on the same level. You can see that the feet kind of come up and the hands kind of come up. Like to see that be a little straighter, hips up a little higher as you come forward on that line. But I like so many of the things you do. The good sweep, hands are outside the elbows, high elbows, pressing that water back into your recovery. That looks really good. Hands, again, harder to see here because you can't really see the splash, but like to see those hands and elbows just a little higher above the surface of the water. It'd be a little cleaner. But once they're in, good good angle as you're trying to push forward in terms of your arms. But I noticed one thing, and I noticed this, and it's something I can never really see when we're not videotaping it. This left arm, really good. The hand position, really good. You can see with the right comes here, and then the hand turns up. As we're kind of trying to cut through the water and create that streamline out in front, we don't want the fingers on that right hand, the hand itself, to be turned upward. We want it on the same line as that left hand is. The left hand is perfect and the right hand is just turning up. Again, going to be a part that's going to create a little drag as you're going forward. The eye position, head position, really good as you're finishing the kick. You want to be here looking just slightly ahead of you down at the bottom of the pool, so that's really good. And you're finishing with those feet. And as you finish with the feet, it should be a slightly downward angle. You could probably get a little bit deeper with the finish of the kick, but other than that, it looks really good. And then you come together with those feet and they come back up, and then you get in that streamlined position. But again, just like to see the legs and the hands on the same level, and not kind of, you got a slight U there where your hips are down a little bit. Nice turn of the hand. You can see, I really want to see the thumb down, the palm up, and the pinky being the highest part of the hand. You can see it on both sides. Really good turn of the hands into the out sweep. That's really good. That's what we want to see. And then sweeping around and into your catch for your recovery. And that looks really good. On your kick, feet are coming up nice, well hidden. Could just get the feet turned a little bit. So I think, getting the feet just a little bit higher and just getting the foot turned a little more out is going to give you a little more power. You got a nice turn of the feet and you got a good kick in your breaststroke. But if you can work on some ankle flexibility, and I can talk to you about the drills to do, but just work on getting a little bit more flexibility in those ankles so you can turn those feet out a little more, is going to give you a little more power when you push back in that kick. And you just see at this point, you're getting those feet turned where you want them, but that has to be right at the beginning of the kick, so it takes you a little bit to get the feet turned out a little bit more to deliver that kick with power. Again, you can see that right hand. This is a good position. The eyes are in a good position, but you can just see this left hand is right there, palm down, and the right hand's turned, and you can just see that the fingertips are up, hands up. You're catching water as you're trying to go forward like that. Keep it down like you have on that left hand. Keep both hands in that similar position. It's going to give you more forward momentum and speed and not slow you down as much. You can just see it catch water right there. Then the palm of your hand right there is pushing against the water. A little bit better job with the streamline there. Coming into the wall on the turn. Going to take a look at that. And I noticed a couple things. Keep the head down a little bit longer. Get tighter with the knees up to the chest. So if I'm pushing in here, I'm going to back you up a little bit. But I just think that the knees got to be in tighter. You're going to create a faster tuck and a faster turn. So at this point, I'd like to see it come down from your hip here, come down a little bit tighter with those feet drawn up a little more instead of opened up like that. And then as you come through the turn, got on your side, good push off, good streamline. I like this part. You got good energy coming off the wall and you're really tight. So that's really good right before you get to the dolphin kick. Now when you do the dolphin kick, you're moving the upper body a little too much. So we want to keep that upper body relatively flat and straight, and then you do the dolphin kick kind of from the hips down and toward, the stomach down to the feet. But as you can see on yours, you lift your upper body and contort your torso, so your torso ends up in this position. The arms stay straight, but you drop the hips really aggressively. And what's happening is then the water's coming at you like this, and it's creating so much drag as you try to deliver that dolphin kick. That dolphin kick can be smaller, and you can not overdo the hip motion into that kick. I just think your dolphin is a little too exaggerated, and it causes the arms and the upper body to move. Keep the upper body a little more stationary through that dolphin kick. That'll give you a little more speed coming off that. You're losing a lot of that because you're really kind of undulating through. Then you press out and your pull down. Good position there. Could be a little tighter underneath the body. Don't want to get so wide. It's not quite like pulling breaststroke. You want to be in a little tighter underneath your body on the pull down. And then get those hands right on those hips a little bit more. So finish it off a little bit more. Hands come up close to the body, but they can be closer. You can just see how the right hand, the left hand's closer, but the right hand's underneath that. We want that to be a lot closer than that. So here you got the hands down here a little bit. Like to see that both hands right up against your belly as it comes underneath, and right up against your chest as it comes underneath, so you're not creating any sort of drag that way. And you can just get tighter there. And then as you reach up, again, reach on a straighter line. Just reach up a little too high right there. But that would be helpful. So on that pull out, don't over undulate the body. Keep the top of the body a little more still. And then again, keep the hands closer to the body as you're recovering them underneath.